What is up, wrestling fans of YouTube? JP from KayFabe Chronicles coming to you with another review. The review of everyone's favorite Smackdown live pay-per-views. That's right, my favorite time of every single month. Why? Because Raw has yet to impress me. Smackdown Live presenting TLC, and I'm not talking about chasing waterfalls. I'm talking about tables, ladders, and chairs. Lots going into this pay-per-view, a lot of great feuds, a lot of great builds, so we're just going to jump right into it with the pre-show. That's right, I actually watched the pre-show for once. And then the pre-show is all the tag teams who aren't involved with the tag team championship. Pretty much just like every SmackDown event, the pre-show is always consisting of whatever tag teams are not involved in the tag team title picture. It's kind of old. I'm getting kind of pretty repetitive, but this time, hey, they changed it up. They threw in Apollo Crews and Kurt Hawkins because neither of them have anything that they're doing. Semi-decent match. Not a lot going on. Same stuff as always. Ring clears. All the tag teams have their big thing. Mojo Rawley comes in and does his thing. Zack Ryder does his thing. Ends with American Alpha, of course, getting the 1, 2, 3 like they always do. Why? Because American Alpha is apparently the only tag team that can consistently win, but yet for some reason not get a title shot. I'm not going to go into major detail in that match. Like I said, it's pre-show filler. No one really cares. American Alpha, we already know they're going to be in the tag team title picture, if not next, pretty much soon. So that's my segue into, of course, the tag team championship. That's right, we got defending champions Heath Slater and Rhino taking on the newly formed Wyatt family of Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. Bray Wyatt, if you guys haven't seen my previous video of the top 5 most underutilized wrestlers on the current roster, please check out the link down below in the description. You guys will fully understand why I believe that Bray Wyatt is the most underutilized guy. He's come in, he puts on phenomenal matches. He does lots of great stuff. And for some reason, he has yet to win a championship, and he's constantly losing in his feuds. So, Randy Orton really didn't have a lot going on with him at the moment, so why not pair them up? That just makes complete logical sense. Heath Slater and Rhino, they won the tag team championships. That was the whole, ultimate free agent Heath Slater storyline. They won the belts. Heath Slater got a job. And nothing's really going with them either. So, going into this match, of course, everyone really believes that, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt are going to win the tag team championships. At last, finally giving Bray Wyatt his much-needed gold. Overall, the match wasn't really special. Big shocker for me was that, the Wyatts came out. I really love the Randy Orton Bray Wyatt combo music. I think that's really cool. I've always been a fan of combo musics. But the big shock for me is that, one-man band hits and the audience was dead. All the time, Heath Slater would always come down the ring. He'd always get a huge pop, and this was the first time in a while where, the audience was like, not a lot really going on. At the end of the match, Rhino tries to do the gore to Randy Orton. Luke Harper jumps in the way. Of course, he gets gored, and then, Rhino climbs back into the ring. He's going to set up to gore Bray Wyatt, but of course, Randy Orton was still the legal man, so he RKOs him out of nowhere, and they pick up the win, so... Quick match. Bray Wyatt, of course, gets his championship gold. Part of the match I really liked at the end was Randy Orton and Luke Harper kind of had a stare down with each other, like, oh, what's gonna happen? And then Randy Orton handed Luke Harper the title. So essentially, what I'm seeing is the Freebird rules. So all 3 of the Wyatt family will be defending the title going on. In my opinion, I'm pretty sure that that's going to be announced at some point. Shortly after I'm done editing this, most likely. Not a lot going on with that match. Whatever. Let's get the crappy matches out of the way. Coming up next on the card, we got Nikki Bella, everyone's favorite Bella twin, because she's the only one that still wrestles, taking on Carmella. That's right, we got some Bella and Carmella action going on. Everyone's always crapping all over Nikki Bella. Even when she was the longest reigning Divas champion, everyone was like, "Oh, you're only in it because John Cena is your girlfriend. Oh, you only have the belt because of her." And then everyone's always hating on her. And then she comes back from her injury, and everyone's like, "Yeah, Nikki, we love Nikki." And now everyone's all like, "Boo, Nikki again." Make up your mind, people. in my opinion, she's really improved over the past couple years. Like, since she's come back from her neck surgery, I think she's completely turned a 180 from where she was before. She's actually quite enjoyable to watch. And also with Carmella, like Carmella, I've said in numerous videos before, like, I was really shocked when she was called up, but she's really growing on me. She puts on consistent matches. Her mic work still needs a little bit of work, but overall in the ring, I think she's getting there. I do like that, they've been paired up together. I'm really enjoying the feud. Um, Nikki keeps getting the win, so maybe this will be Carmella's time to shine. Overall, the match was nothing too crazy. A lot of fairly decent spots. They worked really well with each other. Part I really liked is Carmella got Nikki locked in the code of silence, and then Nikki just kind of casually reaches for a kendo stick, and then just kind of just bitch slaps Carmella with it. It reminded me a lot of like the empty stadium match between The Rock and Mankind, where he like beat him with a bag of popcorn and he completely totally sold it. It was just of course, right after that, Nikki grabs a fire extinguisher, completely sprays Carmella, picks her up for Rack Attack 2.0, gets the 1-2-3. Pretty shocking, actually, because I actually predicted that Carmella was going to win this match, so I didn't see that one coming. Thing I didn't like, though, is at the end of the match, Nikki's all celebrating, leaving, and then Carmella grabs the microphone and says, like, "Hey, Nikki, I have a little surprise to tell you. It wasn't me who jumped you at Survivor Series, it was Natalya." And that was kind of it. Maybe they're going to open up a new feud going into it. Because Natalya's kind of floating in between face and heel right now. So if she was to be, the bad guy who hurt Nikki, it really wouldn't cause that much of a shock factor, in my opinion. I think most people would kind of expect it. If you ask me, the correct route to go would be someone who you would completely not because someone you would be completely thrown out of left field, like someone like Eva Marie or somebody like that. Eva Marie's been, of course, out on her suspension for the past little while, so that'd be kind of interesting. Overall, decent match, better than the tag match, but still, I think there could have been a lot more to it. But both women worked really well with each other, so I'm gonna give it one of those. Very next match on the card, we got the Intercontinental Championship between defending champion Miz and Dolph Ziggler in a ladder match. Dolph and Miz, like we've never seen this before. Gonna do full shout outs to the production team. Prior to the Intercontinental title match, they had probably one of the best video packages I've ever seen in probably the last 10 years for sure. They completely sucked me in wanting to watch this match, even though I was really excited for this match prior to it. But if I wouldn't have been, I would have been like, hell yeah, I'm going to check that match out. They had the entire history of the IC title, plus the never-ending history between Dolph and The Miz. So, full props to the production team. Awesome job, guys. I'm probably going to just eat ice cream and sit on YouTube and watch that all day and just cry for how magnificent it was. So, production team, I love everything about you guys. You guys are way better editors than I ever will be. I make graphics and stuff appear, Glorious! That was completely uncalled for. All things granted there, I love both of them to pieces. I think both of them are solid in-ring workers. They work really well with each other. They fought each other so many times now that no matter what they do, it's going to be amazing. Like, you could both tie them up, completely just sedate them with drugs, and they would probably still put on probably one of the best matches of the night. I called it prior to the pay-per-view that this was definitely going to be the match of the night. A, because it's Miz and Dolph, and B, because it's a ladder match. Ladder matches are always consistently pretty damn good. You can date them all the way back until the creation of the ladder matches, and every single ladder match has always been pretty consistently awesome. Now, like, the thing that really shocked a lot of people going into this is that Maurice is still allowed at ringside. Hasn't Daniel Bryan realized that the only reason why Miz is winning is because Maurice keeps interfering? So, you know what? Let's get that shark cage out there. Let's have Maurice in a shark cage completely settle this. But yeah, the whole premise of this is, this is Dolph's last chance. Here's his last chance. If he loses, that's it. No more title shots. But match starts. It's great. Dolph Ziggler comes out. The audience loses their freaking minds. He's got America all over his pants. Seriously, did you guys see Dolph Ziggler's pants? He had like Star Spangled Banner right on his crotch. Miz comes out. Audience boos it like crazy. But I am gonna fully compliment Maurice. You are an attractive woman. All right, Miz, I still don't know how you managed to pull that off. Kudos to you. You are the man. But yeah, like match is great. They said they work so well with each other. So many awesome spots in this match. You guys haven't seen it. Check it out. Part I really liked is Miz climbs up, grabs the belt, and then the ladder gets pulled away, so he's just of course hanging there, swinging back and forth, and then freaking Dolph Ziggler takes the ladder, and just freaking low blows the Miz, just gives him a straight shot to the junk with the ladder. A lot of great moves, the tornado DDT onto the ladder, the figure four leg lock that Miz put on Dolph Ziggler like through the ladder. I've always been a fan of submission holds done through weaponry. I think it just adds that an extra pain factor to it. Of course, match ends now. Both guys are climbing up the ladder. Miz low blows Dolph Ziggler twice. And Mauro Ranallo, as always, you are my brother. You are the man. You are the king of commentary. Gives him 2 shots to the peninsula below the equator. Because he's too boss to say cock and balls. That's why. Mauro Ranallo, I'm going to start a GoFundMe account. Please, I'm going to put the link if I ever created it in one of my descriptions. I want Mauro Ranallo to commentate my day just for one day. I want him to follow me around and tell the world what I'm doing in his smooth and buttery voice, because he is the man. Everything he says is absolutely amazing. Why do we have 4 guys on the announce team? Just have him. Fuck everyone else. Mauro Ranallo is the best thing going on wrestling today. Fire everyone else. I don't give a rat's ass. Mauro is a god. So yeah, after the match, Dolph leaves all, embarrassed and sad, and Miz grabs the microphone and does an awesome heel promo, flat out calling out Daniel Bryan and everything. That's heel 101. Like, he had the audience in the palm of his hand, pretty much booing the living crap out of him, because he's saying how freaking awesome he is. But the thing that I loved the most is when he was done his promo and he left, he looked legitimately hurt. Like, he legitimately walked away, like, holding his ribs and limping. He was selling it like Bob's his uncle. That's a horrible reference. But that's my biggest problem with a lot of wrestlers after matches. Matches done, they just casually leave the ring. Maybe Miz was legitimately hurt, but you know what? The fact that he walked away in pain made me completely believe everything about that match. So you know what? It's exactly as I predicted. One of the best matches. It's definitely going on my short list for match of the year. Hopefully it will make the top list, but it is definitely on there right now. I'm going to have to analyze a lot more, but I thoroughly enjoyed everything from that match. Dolph kicked ass. Miz kicked ass. Great match. Boom. Coming up next, the advertised bathroom break. The chairs match between Kalisto and Baron Corbin. I'm just going to cut the bullshit. I went into this match with no expectation whatsoever. As most people did. I think it was a completely unnecessary feud. I think it's mainly because they're really trying to push Baron Corbin as the big bully, and how else can you do that except for having him fight Kalisto. Kalisto, I think, is one of them horribly underutilized on the Smackdown roster. He's a cruiserweight. He should be on Raw with the cruiserweights. It only makes sense. But this match, I was completely blown away. Both of them gave their absolute all in this match. As soon as the bell rang, I was actually hooked right off the match. Just seeing the spots that were going on, like Kalisto trying his best to stand toe to toe with the big guy, and normally in a chairs match, the chairs kind of come into effect, but holy shit, they were using them left, right, and center. All the spots, like the seated senton from the top rope onto Baron Corbin into the chairs. The deep six, catches him, spins him around outside the ring, drops him down. Even just the end of the match, Kalisto jumps in, gets hit in the face with a chair, and then friggin' does the end of days onto the pile of chairs. I don't want to say tons about this match. You guys should just check it out. Give yourselves a treat. Both these guys worked their asses off. They knew that not a lot of people were going to give a shit about this match. So I'm glad that they were both able to pull out all the stops and just completely dominate and show what both of them are completely capable of. Side note, JBL shut the hell up. Alright, I decided to make a drinking game. Every single time you said, "Oh, I'm impressed of how long Kalisto's lasted in this match," you said it like 16 times. We get it. Kalisto's the underdog. You don't have to ram it down my throat. For the love of God, Morrow should be the only one who talks. That is all. Good match. Check it out. Very next match, we got a Women's Championship tables match between the champion Becky Lynch taking on challenger Alexa Bliss. Prior to this match, Natalya had a little bit of a mysterious interview backstage, saying like, I really believe in Becky Lynch, and all that stuff. It was just the way she delivered it. I was thinking to myself, oh, maybe she's going to be, like the outcome of the match. She's saying she's taking Becky's side, but ultimately she's going to cost Becky the title because she knows that she can't beat Becky Lynch, but she knows she has a better chance of beating Alexa. Ooh, things to come. Really like this feud. Alexa Bliss. I was always a fan of her in NXT. I love her character. I was very glad when she got called up. Like for a woman of her size, what she does in the ring is absolutely breathtaking. Her character work is great. I love the whole snotty, bratty, like bitch with an attitude character. Her ring gear looks great. Everything she does in the ring is great. And of course, me, huge Becky Lynch fan. I'm not the guy to hide. She is my wrestling crush. Everything about her is just phenomenal. Her character work is great. Her mic skills, her puns are freaking hilarious. And I normally hate puns, but she's made me like them. Everything about her is just perfect. I was really, really glad when she was able to walk away with the title. Sadly, though, going into this match, I did have a feeling that Alexa Bliss was going to take it. It just made sense storyline. I see Becky Lynch as more of the chaser of the goal rather than holding it. I think she could get a lot more credibility by always, being the one to try to win the championship sort of thing. And Alexa, like I said, she's at the top of her game right now, so it just makes the most sense. Match was good. They worked great with each other. A lot of good table spots. Like the whole, throwing them and they're about to dive into the table and they, stop themselves. The ending, however, was really shocking for me because it was a clean ending. I expected, Alexa would win by something dirty, by some, outside interference or a low blow or something like that. But, she tripped Becky on the apron, caught her in a powerbomb, and threw her for the table, and that was it. And I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming. Yay, Alexa, but I don't know. It was kind of bittersweet. The whole match was great, and the ending just completely threw everybody for a loop. I'm all about throwing for the loop, but I didn't see that coming. Decent match. It wasn't phenomenal. It was exactly what I expected. Both women kicked ass. Both women went in with everything that they felt that they could give. So, yeah, good match. I think it's going to keep pushing the feud. I think Becky's gonna, like I said earlier, is gonna consistently try to win back the title, but I don't think she'll be getting it anytime soon, and I think that's really going to drive more interest between the two. So, good match. And for those of you who haven't been keeping count, we got one more match, and that's right, the Ultimate TLC match between defending champ AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose. Right now there's not really a lot going on SmackDown in regards to the main title picture. You got AJ and you got Dean, and that's really it. I'm not gonna lie, James Ellsworth, I started liking him, but now I think that he's purposely just kind of getting rammed down our throats, to the extent where you knew that he would be the result in this. You knew that he'd be the guy that determines the outcome of the show. And I even made a weird prediction, and everyone made fun of me for it, that he was going to cost Dean the match purposely, not by accident. He was going to throw everybody for a loop, and he was the one to actually cause the thing. And everyone was like, oh, that would never happen. Well, you know what? Kiss my grits. Because if you guys saw the match, I'm going to jump ahead right now, but I'm going to go back and talk about the match. But yeah, James Ellsworth purposely pushed Dean Ambrose off the ladder, costing him the match. So, a lot of spots. If I can draw a diagram of how this match was with my finger. It started off kind of slow, not really a lot going on, but then, holy crap, the stuff they were doing to each other, the jumping elbow drop through the table, the horrible back bump that he took, on the ladder. I'm pretty sure I saw, his lower back, rip off of his bone. The 450 splash, every time freaking AJ does that, I'm just in so much awe. These two guys put each other through hell, and it was a great match. Of course, like I said, the way it ended, James Ellsworth comes in, Dean's about to, climb the ladder, pushes him off, oh no, what's going on? But, a lot of other things, the match did, of course, have its flaws as well. It had, your standard, your standard ladder match spots, like the two guys on the ladder that, where they keep hitting each other. Oh, who's going to fall first? The slow climb, where you climb a couple steps, reach, climb a couple steps, reach. Oh, you're almost at the top. I'm just going to, because I'm waiting for something to happen. I'm waiting for the other guy to run in. It's the consistent climb to nowhere while you're waiting for the next spot. And just sometimes you just say screw it and just climb up there and grab the belt. I would love to see if that would happen one time. Just guy just ding 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 runs up the ladder and grabs it. One thing I didn't really like to see was full-fledged AJ Styles' butthole. If you guys didn't see, he tore the middle of his pants. And, Dean Ambrose took us to Butt Crack City. And just every move, the tear in his tights kept getting bigger and bigger. And then there was one point where I'm pretty sure his entire cheek was hanging out. So, you know what, AJ, we like you. We like the soccer mom look, but that's just way too much butt crack. Overall, great match. Did it come close, IC title in this one? I felt a lot more invested in the IC title match, so I'm going to go with that one. But both matches are definite top contenders for the end of the year. Like, hands down, they were both really good. And like I said, the ending completely threw everyone for a loop. I just wish that James Ellsworth would just leave and stop ramming him down my throat. Because I swear to God, if he ends up winning the title and you guys pull a David Arquette kind of style shit with this, I will officially lose all respect for you, WWE, because the world title is something that should be cherished, and you can't just be slapping on everyone. Yes, it's an emotional story, blah, blah, blah. No one cares. People, whatever. He's fun, he's a good wrestler. Like for his size, his attitude, I think he's doing very well for himself. I just don't know why he's getting rammed down our throats right now. And it sucks, because I really do like James Ellsworth. I do have a small spot in my heart, because like me, he's an inspiration to a guy of my size. If he can get in the ring, so could I, kind of thing. Overall, great pay-per-view as always. SmackDown, of course, delivers like they always do, unlike Monday Night Raw. That's right, I said it. I said it, Raw. What are you guys gonna do? Your little roadblock gonna be all good? You got Roman Reigns in the main event. Why would I care now? But yeah, SmackDown, good job as always, guys. Looking forward to Royal Rumble, which is the next big pay-per-view. Yes, I mentioned Roadblock, that's next, but it's Raw, so really I'm only half focused on that one. Overall, great job as always. TLC, good way to end the year for SmackDown. They're ending on a real high note. Lots of new feuds getting opened out of this. Who knows what's going to happen in the new year. So yeah, that's all for me. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit that like button. Please subscribe for more great videos. Follow us on Twitter using the 2 name tags below as always. And this is JP, and I will see you guys next time. Because... Don't go chasing waterfalls. Oh, tables, ladders, and chairs. Man, do I feel like a dumbass.